Greetings from the great outdoors. Here we are, out in nature on a beautiful day. We thought we'd come out here because it's a really nice day and because we don't actually have anything to cook today. We also don't have anything to eat today. No, instead today we're here to tell you about a recent cooking adventure we had. But before we can tell you and show you the story, I need to back up and tell you about another YouTube channel that probably a bunch of you have heard of. The channel I'm talking about is called Penguin Z0 or Penguins Zero, depending on who you ask.
I myself also don't say it the same way every time either. Sometimes I'll say Penguin Z0 and other times I'll just say Penguins Zero.
You might be familiar with the host, who is often known as Moist Critical, or just Critical, or Internet Jesus, or just Charlie, which is his real name. Charlie is kind of, well, not kind of, he is a YouTube legend. He's been on the platform for a really long time. And so we were a little bit surprised, frankly, when they reached out to us and asked if we wanted to come on their channel to cook some Italian food.
In his channel, Charlie and his friend Matt, they are doing a series where they try food from different countries and they list this food on a...
They rank them. So say they do France. They'll have a chef come in who cooks some of the most popular French dishes, and then they rank them with a system that probably a lot of you are familiar with. It's like, I don't even know what the term for it is, like S-tier ranking. You have like A through F, but then above A, you have S tier, which a lot of people call supreme tier. That's like the top. So they'll sort of rank the dishes that they try from this country and pick what for them is their favorite, etc. Anyway, it's a fun series that they do, and usually, I think up until now, they've always brought in like a professional chef to cook the food. Neither of us
are professional
chefs.
But they decided that we could represent Italy, and we accepted the challenge because why not?
But then after we agreed, it started to set in like the responsibility a little bit. It's like, ooh, like, ugh, the pressure is on. It's like, you know, he has a lot of viewers and we're representing the entire country of Italy. We better do a good job. You in particular had one goal in mind.
Absolutely. My only goal was to go there and do better than France. That for me was my victory. If I could do better than France, I was okay.
Now, we didn't know exactly what we would be cooking yet, but knowing the hits of Italian food, for sure there was going to be a lasagna. For sure there was going to be some pizza. There would be ragu of some sort and something at least, which are all dishes that take a long time to cook. So we were very glad that they agreed to let us take over their studio kitchen for 2 full prep days before the actual shoot, which was awesome. We had no idea like what the studio kitchen was gonna be like, what there would be. So we packed up a suitcase with some of our essentials.
Something that we were sure we needed.
And basically we headed off to Tampa, Florida. We got there and we checked into our Airbnb, and then it was time to figure out what we were gonna be cooking. Okay, so here's how this works. For each episode, each video that they do on a different cuisine from around the world, they ask their viewers for suggestions for what dishes should be included to represent that country. And we're going to read the list. Now, they did tell us that we have room to play around with here. So we'll take these as suggestions. Pizza! Not surprising. I see a lot of pizza here. Pizza, pizza, pizza.
How you can represent Italian food if you don't cook a pizza of some sort?
The problem, of course, is that I'm pretty sure we are not going to have access in their studio kitchen to a real pizza oven. So probably Neapolitan pizza is out of the question. I see several tiramisu here.
It's a classic.
If we do tiramisu, can I make the tiramisu?
You are the master of tiramisu.
Spaghetti. Just spaghetti.
Just spaghetti.
Just spaghetti.
Plain spaghetti, just boiled.
Chicken risotto. I've never heard of a chicken risotto.
No, me neither, so this is out of question.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
No way.
Sorry, guys. Chicken Alfredo.
No.
Not Italian, sorry. Lasagna? Oh, someone specified. Lasagna bolognese.
How can you skip a lasagna?
I'm seeing plenty of carbonara. We have our little issues with carbonara, but maybe we can do something that makes them happy, but also makes us happy. We just think that carbonara is a really overrated dish. It's a good dish.
It's a very good dish. The problem that we have with carbonara is everyone, when they think now Italian food, think about carbonara.
Yeah.
Italian food is much more than this.
Someone's asking for chicken cacciatore. Now, normally I would point out how that's not really the most representative dish of Italian cuisine. You actually won't find it very much in Italy. However, Eva does make a really good pull alla cacciatore. So, we'll keep that in mind.
Also, it's very famous in America as an Italian dish.
That's true. Okay, I'm seeing some gnocchi.
I like this one. Chicken Alfredo spaghetti.
Chicken Alfredo spaghetti. Very specific.
This person summarizes everything
spaghetti.
in one dish. Stromboli.
Stromboli. Not an Italian dish.
But
very good dish.
Very good.
Very good, but not Italian. Chicken parm. Sorry, not Italian. Can't make the cut. This one just says, don't touch my spaghetti. I like that one. Pasta e fagioli. Okay, now we're talking. Interesting. 4 cheese gnocchi. Someone asked for.
4 cheese ravioli.
4 cheese ravioli. 4 cheese rigatoni. So some 4 cheeses there. Okay. I like this one. I don't know if you've heard of this before, but pasta is really good.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we'll do some pasta. They're also asking for arancini. I've seen several arancini here. This maybe goes in the carbonara category where we like the spirit, but maybe we'll tweak that a little bit. Zozzona.
Zozzona.
I'll never get that. Zozzona.
Zozzona. That's
very interesting suggestion.
That's a very good suggestion.
Gnocchi, specifically gorgonzola, 3 cheeses, or Napoli/Bolognese. Do they mean ragu? They must mean ragu. I think we've got a fair amount of good ideas from this, though, don't you?
There are things that we can't skip.
There are definitely some things here that we can't skip. But now we gotta go do some shopping. We love traveling to new places, which is why it was super fun taking Ava to Florida for the first time. The only thing we don't like about traveling is sleeping on a mattress that isn't our beloved Helix mattress. Helix provides premium mattresses, customized to fit your needs, and conveniently shipped to your door. All you have to do to find the perfect mattress for you is to take Helix's sleep quiz. It takes just a few minutes. They'll ask you several questions about your sleep preferences, your body preferences. For example, do you sleep on your side? Do you sleep on your back?
I like a mattress that is firm.
You like a firm mattress. My biggest problem with sleeping is that I tend to sleep hot, so I like a cool mattress. We took the quiz and Helix paired us with a Dawn Luxe mattress, which was then paired with a Glaciotex cooling cover to keep me feeling cool at night. Then, once you're paired with your perfect mattress, they ship it right to your door. It comes compressed, all rolled up in a box that's really easy to move into your bedroom. Shipping is free within the US. Plus, just in case it is not the perfect mattress for you, you don't need to worry because there's a 100-night sleep trial. That's right, you have 100 days to sleep on the mattress, make sure that you're getting the best sleep of your life, and if not, returns are easy. They'll just come pick it up for you. A lot of mattress brands use really harmful fiberglass products in their mattresses. Helix mattresses are fiberglass free. In fact, Helix owns its own manufacturing facilities, which are kept completely free of all fiberglass products. We've had our Helix mattress for over a year, 2 years?
Absolutely. And I sleep like a baby.
So do I. We love it. Every Helix mattress comes with a 10-year warranty, so it's built to last. Plus, they offer financing options and flexible payment plans. So if you're not getting a good night's rest, there's no need to wait. You can fix it right now. Helix's Sleep Awareness Month flash sale is live now, running for a limited time only. So it's a great time to upgrade your mattress. Visit helixsleep.com/pastagrammar to get 25% off your order. A big thank you to Helix for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so in order to pull off the dishes we have planned, we need some specialty ingredients. Luckily, we have the nationwide
pasta grammar network to help us out.
Lucky for us, we have two friends, pasta grammarians we met through the channel, who live in Tampa. There's Sarah, who is Italian.
She is Italian.
Completely
She's from
Italian.
Umbria.
Yep. And her husband, Peter. And so the first thing we did was ask them, like, okay, where can we go shopping? Where can we get some of the ingredients that we need? Boy, did they know where to go. They took us to this Italian market called the Mazzaro's. It's technically not in Tampa, it's in
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg, yeah, but it's in the area. If you live in the Tampa area, go to this place. It's awesome. It's like the Disneyland of Italian food. It is so great. No, but that place is awesome, so we did all of our shopping there, and then it was time to head to what would end up being our home for the next 3 days.
An apron.
I need an apron.
So, this kitchen is going to be our home for the next few days. What do we have? What's on the to-do list today?
We need to prepare several ragouts, some very good tomato sauce. We need to prepare sort of risotto and some pasta.
All right, do you want to get started on the ragu? I'll do tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is done. Now I'm cooking some spinach for the pasta. So I bet a bunch of you know what that means. And a few hours later, we have a big pot of ragu. We have rice cooked in ragu. We have tomato sauce. And we have green pasta or something. That's probably kind of obvious. How do you feel?
I feel fresh like a rose. I could keep going and going and going.
Well, that's as much as we can prep today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Day 2.
Good morning.
Buongiorno. We are about to head back into the studio for our second day of prep, which is going to be a little bit more intense than yesterday.
Just a little bit.
Several of the dishes that we're making are definitely the kinds of dishes where they're better if they're made the day before. So that's what we're taking care of today. So today we're actually going to be making some more or less completed dishes. So I assume you're going to start with the bechamel.
We started with the bechamel.
All right, meanwhile, I'm going to prep these eggplants. By putting the eggplant in a colander like this, and then lightly salting them. The sort of bitter water will actually drain out of the eggplants, make them taste much sweeter and better. right, now it's pasta rolling time. We've got pasta. We have bechamel. We have ragu from yesterday. We have an absolute ton of cheese, which means it's time to make some lasagna alla bolognese.
It's obvious.
Never leave home without them.
No, because I need those.
All right, so while Ava assembles the lasagna, I need to get started on my tiramisu. All right, lasagna done.
Lasagna done.
Well,
It's
assembled.
assembled.
Ready
It's
to
not
bake
done.
tomorrow.
It's not done.
Ava's making a second tiramisu with the leftovers, but we're doing pretty good. We have the tiramisu done. 2 lasagnas. Now it's time to fry some eggplants. All right, time to bake it. Now you guys get to see what the rice was for.
I think that our Sicilian friends, they will be very upset with us.
That we're not doing arancini.
I think so.
We are looking pretty good. We have our Parmigiana already cooked because it's one of those dishes that's better the next day. We have a ton of Suppli that are ready to be fried tomorrow. We have our lasagna ready to be baked tomorrow. We have our tiramisu ready to be eaten tomorrow. Again, better the next day. We got one last thing to do today, and that's pizza dough. We do have one little problem though. We don't seem to have a kitchen scale here. We actually brought our own, but somehow in transit, it's just completely broke. Batteries aren't dead, it just straight up doesn't work or register any weight. So Ava's making pizza dough by eye today, guys. You always need that high protein flour.
Yes, I need it.
Feel like enough?
I hope so. Oh, I will use all the trick that I know to make this being successful 100%. One of the trick is to bless the dough like they used to do in the past in the South.
All right, day 2, done.
Macchine da guerra. You know what does it mean?
Let's see how we do tomorrow before.
Look, look, look.
Today's the big day.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Are you ready?
I think so. Honestly, now that we're here, I'm a little nervous.
No, don't be nervous.
I really want him to like all the food. There's only so much you can do. Even if you make everything perfectly, it all comes down to personal taste. But still, I really want to crush it.
We will see.
Yeah. All right, we better get in.
I need to check on the pizza because I left the pizza in the fridge since yesterday afternoon, so we need to check on it. Good.
Yeah.
One of the fun things about their food ranking videos is that in every video, Charlie and Matt show up wearing some kind of like silly costume.
To immerse themselves in the culture of the country.
Yeah.
And I was always wondering what could be the Italian costume.
On the actual shoot day, it turns out that they had a spare costume for me, which is how I ended up being dressed like Luigi.
Today we're going to Italy, and we brought in the specialists. We got Pasta Grammar here, and they prepared some real yummy, scrumptious delectables for us.
We hope so.
Okay, pizza went in. It has to sort of pre-cook. Now we'll top it and finish it off.
This is my secret weapon.
I'm even wearing my Lucky Nduja shirt. The only good Nduja that you can find in America. We'll put a link down below.
It's the only one.
And use promo code GRAMMAR. You get 10% off.
Good luck.
So the way that the tastings worked was that we would have a dish ready to go, and then I would take it through the studio up into the room where they were doing the tasting, and then I would introduce it on camera, say a little bit about it.
That looks so good.
So, we are starting off with some street food. This is obviously pizza. We didn't have like a real pizza oven to work with, so we decided to skip the Neapolitan, the classic famous pizza, and instead we went with more of a street food version, which is called pizza in teglia, which literally just means pan pizza. A little bit of tomato sauce, mozzarella, gorgonzola cheese, and Nduja, which is a spicy Calabrian pork sausage that kind of melts on top.
That looks awesome. Also, like you and I are both struggling to make eye contact with how we look right now. I can't take it.
And then, but then I would need to leave and go back to help Ava in the kitchen with whatever the next dish was that we were preparing. So neither of us were actually there when they were trying the dishes. Probably by the time you see this, their video will have been up for a while, and you should definitely go watch it. But we are here watching it for the first time, and for the first time seeing what they actually thought about the food.
That cheese pull.
Yeah, that cheese pull was nuts, right?
It's still going. We're not done yet.
The cheese that doesn't stop.
I was a little bit worried serving the pizza about the gorgonzola, because I thought, like, ooh, that's a hardcore cheese. That's a strong cheese. It might not be everyone's cup of tea.
But we chose to make gorgonzola because it's one of the fundamental Italian cheese.
And it goes so well with Nduja. It is a risk.
It was a risk.
Oh yeah,
Good stuff.
that's some good stuff. You really like the dough.
Yeah, the dough is like so crunchy. The gorgonzola is really good on here.
I like that.
That's an S.
S tier.
Okay, a good pizza.
Question. I didn't want to ask this last night because I thought they might call me stupid. I know she's from Calabria. Is Calabrian chili from Calabria?
Yes, Calabrian chili is from Calabria. And it's not a stupid question because even though it might seem obvious that Calabrian chilies come from Calabria, let's be honest, we have dishes like ragu alla genovese, which are not from Genova, they're from Napoli.
Or
So
pecorino romano, which is not from Rome, but it's from Sardinia. So it was actually a very smart question.
no, not a stupid question, Matt, but yes, they're from Calabria.
Oh, the way the crunch of the crust, man.
Yep, that homemade dough right there it can shine.
And they did that in a normal oven. That's insane.
It's time to fry the suppli.
Buon appetito!
I'm not eating.
I know, in general.
All right, here we have suppli. So it's rice cooked in ragu and then formed into a ball around cheese and breaded and fried.
I love the sound of that. I'm so excited.
Anyway, enjoy, guys.
Thank you. That's good.
Oh my. A little bit of meat in there, a little bit of cheese. That's delectable.
On its own, it'd be an S.
You are right. The pizza is a higher S.
High five. 2 S's. All right.
If I need to rank pizza and suppli, also I prefer pizza than suppli. But when you eat a very good suppli, it's a very good suppli.
You get a suppli. You get a suppli.
No, I would like mine in a bowl.
This I'm a little bit worried about. As awesome as that Italian market was,
See,
it's not the best guanciale. It's just fat.
I know. Don't tell me.
Guys, moving on to pasta.
Oh yeah, baby.
So, everyone knows the really famous carbonara. It's not
That's not the carbonara. That's not the carbonara.
This might have been my fault for opening by saying everyone is familiar with the famous carbonara, but the important thing is what I say after that, which is, and we decided to not make
it the carbonara.
We thought we'd do something a little bit more interesting. So like carbonara, this is a Roman pasta dish, and it has all the same ingredients, so that's egg, pecorino cheese, black pepper, and guanciale, pork cheek.
I'm in heaven.
But it adds in tomato sauce and sausage, and it's called pasta alla zozzona, which literally means dirty pasta, because she's a dirty girl.
Holy, that looks good.
Oh,
So there's the guanciale. Oh
I
my.
don't know if I've ever had or even heard of
It's-
guanciale.
It is so hard to get, so they must have gotten it from.
Did you say it
that
was some kind of
Italian-
cheek?
It's pork cheek,
Pork cheek?
or pork jowl.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt is an expert of Italian food.
Yeah,
It's
that's what he's
like,
talking about. Now, the guanciale that we found, unfortunately, was not the best cut of guanciale. It was basically just fat. There wasn't any meat in it.
there wasn't a lot of meat.
So there wasn't, guanciale, the fat is important, but you also
have
want the
also-
meat that gives it
Yeah.
the unique flavor. So it wasn't the best guanciale, and so I was a little bit worried. I mean, I knew the dish would still be good, but it could have been better.
These noodles are unreal.
Did they hand make this pasta?
I don't know.
I don't think there's any
You
way
don't
they
think
could have.
so?
We don't have the gear for it.
No, we did not make the rigatoni by hand. Not because we wouldn't have if we could have, but in order to make those kinds of pasta shapes like rigatoni, penne, and stuff, you need an extruder, which is a very sophisticated piece of equipment. Even dating back to the Middle Ages, you need special equipment to make that kind of pasta. Later on, other pasta we
made
we
by,
made
by hand.
but the rigatoni,
But
no.
rigatoni, no, because we Italians, we don't do rigatoni at home.
Yeah.
We go to a shop, we buy the best rigatoni that can be la molisana, the cecco, voiello, I don't know, and then we cook.
I don't taste the pork difference with the guanciale. Which is fine because
Yeah.
We knew that the piece of guanciale wasn't the best, but he did the job.
Well, that's another good thing about zozzona, because it also has like the sausage and stuff, is that it's not like for instance, if you make a pasta alla gricia and you have bad guanciale,
you
it's
destroy
gonna
the
be,
pasta.
it's not gonna work. It's not
With
gonna be
the
the same.
zozzona, with the eggs and the tomato sauce and the guanciale and the sausage, actually, you have room for playing.
Yeah.
it's another S. I think I like it better than the pizza. So it'd be the top S for me.
3 and 3.
Awesome.
3 and 3.
Awesome.
Do they have more of this down there?
I'm sure they do. They had a big pot of it.
Actually, that was maybe the only thing that we didn't have extra
Yes,
of.
we had.
We did?
We had. Because we went there also with the idea, like as an Italian, when we cook, we don't cook just for 1 or 2 people. But if we know that in a place there are 10, 12 people, we provide food for 10, 12
Yeah,
people.
we made sure to cook enough so that also the whole crew and everything
For
could
at least
eat.
a week.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that?
No.
So, this is called gnocchi alla bava, but it's basically gnocchi with a 4-cheese sauce. So it's also called gnocchi ai 4 formaggi. So those are homemade, handmade gnocchi potato dumplings served with gorgonzola, taleggio, emmenthal, and parmigiano sauce. And that's basically it. It's super simple.
I'm gonna get kissed next time you come
That
up here.
looks amazing.
There was one in there I'd never heard of, like menthol.
I thought the same thing.
Did
Sounded
anyone-
like a gas.
Emmenthal, what is that?
It's basically like Swiss cheese.
Okay, so the gnocchi alla bava, or gnocchi ai 4 formaggi, was another one that I was worried about, especially not knowing how the pizza reaction had been, because this was another gorgonzola heavy dish. Now knowing that they like the pizza, I'm less worried about it.
Oh,
Holy.
oh,
Oh my god.
I need another one. It's an
They're
S.
very different.
Another
It's
S.
an S. 1 4.
All right.
Can you imagine that with just like some meat in it though?
Like some bacon even.
Yeah, it's probably just like a general sausage. We go crazy with that.
General sausage.
Not pieces of meat in the dish, but maybe like roasted some bacon, or even better, maybe like some speck, being from the Alps,
yeah,
and
speck.
crumble some speck on top. Can give to the dish that kick. But someone who loves meat, maybe.
We should come up with a recipe. We should invent that and we'll name it after him. We'll call it gnocchi alla moist.
All right, lasagna going in.
It's a
Good, it should be. Okay. Time to bring the lasagna up. Last pasta, I promise.
Yeah, you can bring as much pasta as you want.
So this is lasagna alla bolognese. It is the most famous and classic lasagna in all of Italy. It's from Bologna. And so it's made with fresh egg pasta sheets that are actually green. It's supposed to be green, I promise.
But you didn't explain why they are green. You didn't explain that there were spinach inside. They thought that they were green. You made them think that they're green because I put some artificial coloring. I don't know.
The reason is because we learned the day before, we were having a conversation with them,
That they don't like vegetables.
that they don't like vegetables very much.
So that's why you scared.
And so I specifically didn't mention that it was green from spinach, because then I thought they might think, oh, spinach. That's why.
Look at that.
so good.
Look at that. That might be the most beautiful lasagna I've ever seen in my
Then we
life.
go in like that and bang.
Look at that.
Look at that cross section.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
You were quiet for a second.
That's
you made
really
me
good.
nervous.
That's really good.
That is delicious.
Probably my favorite now.
That is incredible.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Awesome. That one, yeah, if there's like one dish that we made, that was the one that I was like, okay, this is the showstopper here.
And lasagna is not a thing that I really am like if I went to a restaurant and they have it, I'm not like, I need
lasagna.
I just never would reach for a lasagna.
I need one more.
That is ridiculous.
Yes, because there is lasagna,
And lasagna.
and then there's lasagna.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, let's send it. It's chicken time.
Oh yeah.
So
Yes, it is.
this is pollo alla cacciatora, and we've just served it here with a little bit of rosemary focaccia.
Yeah, a little bit of focaccia.
God, it's too good.
Wow.
That focaccia was just leftover pizza dough, by the way.
Yes, because for me, the pizza dough came out so good that I thought, okay, what I can do with this, because I didn't have any good bread, I thought that I could make some focaccia, and actually where they could use to make a scarpetta with pollo alla cacciatora.
We actually have a whole video, I'll put a link up here, about like how to use pizza dough in different ways. And so that's a great thing that you can do, is make like a really simple, you just sort of spread it out with some olive oil, salt, rosemary, and make a focaccia instead of a pizza.
This is really good.
This is my new favorite. Every single one that comes out is like new favorite, new favorite, new favorite.
So Harper, good call, because if it wasn't for you, I wasn't going to cook pollo alla cacciatora, so good call.
I know my countrymen. We like our chicken.
I know.
Pollo alla cacciatora is maybe one of the best chicken dishes out there, so.
This is just the best day ever.
By the way, it's another S.
I guess.
So we
go.
are 2 for 6 on 6.
2 more to go. And the last 2 we have are the 2 dishes that I cooked completely by myself.
All right, it's Parmigiana time, and this is the one I'm most worried about because I personally made this one. So the nation of Italy can rest assured that the honor of its national cuisine is in the hands of an American dressed as Luigi. All right, let's see how this looks. Okay.
It looks good.
All right, time to bring it up. It's time to eat your vegetables, boys.
Uh-oh.
Is that eggplant?
It is. This is Parmigiana di Melanzane. Now, by the time that I learned that they are not the biggest vegetable fans, we had already planned our Parmigiana di Melanzane. And not that I would have taken it out, because, like, you can't. We needed, like, if you're doing the greatest hits of Italian food, you need a Parmigiana di Melanzane.
And
But-
also because you don't think about Parmigiana di Melanzane as a vegetable dish. Come
Yeah,
on.
I was like confident. I was like, okay, like a Parmigiana is like basically an excuse to eat a lasagna but pretend like you're eating vegetables. So I thought, like, all right, we're
Maybe
safe here.
It's like if we put a Parmigiana di Melanzane and a lasagna now, I don't want to make a mistake, but more or less on the calories, it's possible that Parmigiana di Melanzane is a little bit more.
I've only ever had eggplant like once or twice.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not my favorite though.
Look, it's going against the all-star lineup right now. It's not winning, but it's good. That's pretty good.
I'm not a big eggplant guy, I guess.
I'm gonna go A.
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go C. I just don't really like eggplant.
The only thing I'll say is that, Charlie, this means that you will never like eggplant, because that is, if any dish can win someone over on eggplant, it's Parmigiano di Melanzane.
Last but not least, tiramisu.
It looks good. It looks very good. Okay, they look very good.
Yes, you can go.
Tiramisu.
I've only ever had one of these in my life.
Was it good?
I didn't like it actually.
Oh.
So this could be the one. This could be the one.
Also,
Well,
you'll
you know,
be.
the funny thing about tiramisu is that even in Italy, if you go to a restaurant and get it, chances are it's not the real thing because the ingredients are too expensive for restaurants. So they cut corners and they kind of just use like a whipped cream instead of the actual custard, which is mascarpone cheese and eggs and stuff. So chances are, if you haven't had it homemade, you've probably never had it.
Oh.
Okay. This is
Also,
exciting.
just so you know, Italy is crushing every.
Oh, absolutely
country.
crushing it.
It's not even
Yeah,
close. We just said we may change the game where it's try to beat Italy.
Yeah, that's extremely good. That's a lot better than the one I had once.
That is unreal. That is an easy S.
That was a super easy.
We did.
I at least got one S. Thank you. I'm just glad that at least, because if both of my dishes that were entirely made by me were the only two that weren't S, I'd be like, oh boy, I'm gonna get it now.
But I'm so sorry, I didn't think about that. When we work there, we work as a team.
Sí.
So I felt the Parmigiano and the tiramisu to be mine, as I hope you felt that also.
Sí, well, also I learned how to make them from you, so.
Questo esquisito.
Bravo. Brava.
As long as I beat France, I'm okay.
They said you beat France.
Yeah.
You can rest assured.
So I had my victory.
All right, guys. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at our little culinary adventure in Tampa, Florida.
We enjoyed this experience a lot.
It was super fun. A big thank you to Charlie and everyone else on the Penguin Z0 team. You guys were all amazing. It was super fun being there and meeting you all, and thank you for being really kind and welcoming. Also, a big thank you to Sarah and Peter for taking us to Mazzaro's. If it hadn't been for that trip, we would have been in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Big trouble. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Contrary to Italian-American food, authentic Italian food uses this ingredient sparingly. You can just write it down and guess.
Oh.
Like, I'm not going to give you multiple choice.
I have a guess.
I already know the answer.
That's not what I was gonna guess.
Then you were wrong.
Oh.
It is actually garlic, is what I had. They don't really use garlic.
Actually, I would argue that all three are
of them.
correct. Garlic is certainly correct.
Cream. We
Cream.
don't use as much cream as Italian-American food does.
And also, technically, Parmesan, because they use Parmigiano Reggiano.
So, all of the three, actually they are right.